Opposition leader Mark Golding says he's unconvinced Jamaica is prepared for any potential fallouts that could come from the ongoing trade wars with the U.S. He was addressing concerns on a visit to Expo Jamaica 2025, where he lent support to numerous businesses and service providers. CVM's Neika was also there.
Unconvinced is how the opposition leader responded to remarks by the country's prime minister recently that Jamaica is prepared for any fallouts to come from the recent economic changes brought about by the Donald Trump administration. CVM News spoke with PNP President and opposition leader Mark Golding at Expo Jamaica 2025 in Kingston, explaining his concern.
In a new era now with international trade, and that's going to affect everybody in this arena, producers and consumers. We don't know how deeply yet, because it depends on how countries react to what's been imposed on them. You know, the Prime Minister said that Jamaica's prepared. I'm not convinced of that. I think we're going to have to see how it plays out. I anticipate that's going to have an impact on consumers, though, and prices, the cost of living and what have you. And also for our exporters who export into the United States.
Golding hopes Jamaica's fate regarding exemptions can be further negotiated, adding that the effect may not be as severe as that of some countries hit by much higher tariffs.
Admittedly, the tariff rate impacting them is at the lower end of the scale, and we're glad for that. And we hope that we'll be able to negotiate some exemptions as well. But overall, it's not just about the impact on exports. There's a wider impact on trade and the cost of living and inflation, and we're going to have to see how that plays out.
Meantime, in responding to the new tech booths at the Expo, he reasons development and economic growth is closely connected to the innovations in technology and advances in artificial intelligence.
Obviously, AI is very much the vogue now, and a number of the companies were looking at AI solutions, cybersecurity issues, which of course is also a critical thing. We have a lot of financial crime. In fact, you know, there was a report, I think, in today's paper where, you know, Jamaica's performance in the area of financial crime is a problem, and the FID is severely understaffed, which is a Financial Investigation Division. So this is something that, you know, we want to highlight, because that has to be corrected. But overall, I think that the operators of the various booths are very keen to give us a good sales talk as to why their products were wonderful. And we've had lots of samples, and they really are top quality products.
Neika, CVM News.